The biggest animation hit of 2023 has announced that it's getting a sequel. We are talking about the Super Mario Bros. Movie and more things that Nintendo has announced on Mario Day. Let's talk about that on That Park Place. Hello, I am Jonas G. Campbell, an investigative reporter at That Park Place. That is the channel that we're on. And who else is on this channel? Look over there, it's Vash Sky. Vash, is it a Mario Day to you?
It's a me, a Vash Sky. Yes, it is. I think it is for
Yay,
sure.
Halloween. All right, man, I love Charles Martinet and the way that he did the Mario voice, and I am calmly accepting of Chris Pratt doing the voice in the movies. But let's talk about some of that here. That Park Place, this article by Nolan Thunder. You should go check out his videos over on his channel. He puts a lot of work into them. They're very creative, and he talks about video games quite a bit. So in this article, Nintendo announces sequel for the Super Mario Bros. Movie, teases film will broaden Mario's world further. Maybe it'll be in the dinosaur area, like in Super Mario Bros. 4, otherwise known as Super Mario World. Nintendo fans are rejoicing in celebration of Mario Day. That would be March 10th. Nintendo announced an animated sequel to 2023's box office success, the Super Mario Bros. Movie by Illumination, as well as the release dates for a plethora of Super Mario titles set to launch on Nintendo Switch in 2024. March 10th every year is often abbreviated to March 10th, resembling the spelling of gaming's most iconic character, Super Mario. Thus, Mario Day was born. To celebrate the occasion, Nintendo has made various new announcements. Here's the video. I'm not going to play the video because we're telling you what's in the video, although you should probably go check it out because it's delightful. During the video, Mario's creator, Shigeru Miyamoto, and Illumination founder, Chris Meledandri, announced that a sequel to the Super Mario Bros. Movie is in production, as well as a release date, that being April 3rd of 2026. Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic are directing the movie, which means they're being consistent here. I would like to know that Brian Tyler is still doing the music here. It sounds like it's going to be, even if they said it's more of the same, I would be interested in this movie. Vash, did you watch the Super Mario Brothers movie? Are you looking forward to this? Give us your thoughts.
I did. I actually am very fond of this movie. I think that was really, really, really well done. Obviously, with any of these works, there could be areas of improvement. Maybe necessarily it's like, why is Chris Pratt chosen for this role? And why is this not necessarily consistent with the lore? I think it was just fine. I think it was approachable for anybody who wasn't necessarily familiar with the Mario world, but also I think it really kind of catered towards fans and their expectations thusly. So I really like it, and I'm glad that this thing is actually coming back into theaters. By the way, too, they announced that it was going to have a theatrical run this year.
That's true. I might even pay to go, even though I have definitely watched this in my house with my kids. And having those multi-generational movies is a thing that you don't have often anymore these days. I am willing to go take my kids to the theater to see this because they would be excited to see it in theaters as well. It's a joy. It's a delight. And it is inoffensive unless you really want to find something to be offended by, like that they picked a voice actor to play Mario that isn't Charles Martinet or Martinet. Sorry.
Absolutely. And I am going to be very curious on how this does as compared to something like Turning Red or Soul that was recently re-released in theaters. We'll have to see.
I think it's probably going to do better than those. Yeah,
I would have to say
that way.
So.
Now, the things that I'm very interested in, and this is not speculation on what is going to be in the movie, or sorry, this is not rumors on what's going to be in the movie. This definitely is speculation. But hey, let's go look at some of the other things they announced. Nintendo of America announced that Luigi's Mansion 2 HD will be available on June 27th of 2024. That's this year, and I think I'm probably going to be buying it. I noticed they took the name Dark Moon off of it, but here we are. Nintendo does a great job of releasing great games in the first place, so when they re-release them, all they have to do is make it HD. I wonder if they'll be adding any quality of life improvements to it, but I think I'll probably be picking that one up if they continue on their reasonable pricing for more mobile friendly titles. Vash, did you ever play Luigi's Mansion?
I have not, unfortunately, but I've heard. I mean, obviously, it is a cult classic, or maybe just a classic, in the minds of gamers there for so long. So this is just a great move on Nintendo's part to bring this out.
One of the things that I love about Luigi's Mansion, the original Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube, which was an excellent introduction to dual joysticks. That was, a lot of people take that for granted, that dual joysticks were not always a thing. Is that when you're wandering around that house, there is a big orchestral score to Luigi's Mansion that has a the boom 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 with strings and all that. But then if you turn out the lights, they will turn out the lights for you. Do not attempt to exit your ride vehicle. And there'll be a little. He's got his little flashlight. It's an old style flashlight with a little clicker on it, and you could, that's a great little sound effect there. But if he's wandering around and you're only seeing what that flashlight is seeing, sometimes Luigi will hum to himself like me 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 me. I love it. I love it. It's just those little touches that everyone appreciates that Nintendo puts in those little touches. But of course, that is not the only thing that Nintendo announced. Of course, they also announced a date for Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, one of the few games for the GameCube that I have refused to buy because that disc is over $100 right now. So I'm very happy to see that they're doing an HD remake of that one. It's coming out on May 23rd. I'm very excited myself. Part of me is tempted to start a streaming channel just so that I have an excuse to buy this game and play it for many hours and ignore all of my That Park Place duties to just play video games. What about you, Vash? Are you planning on doing that?
Well, I don't think I can afford to, but
I don't think I can either. But to wrap this up, the final announcement is that it looks like they're going to do a Lego Super Mario Kart, and all of the male children in my household will enjoy this, as well as maybe the dad. He's also excited about Lego Super Mario Kart. I love the delight of this company and the things that they are doing that I think everybody is going to enjoy. My boys will enjoy this. My daughters will enjoy this. This is a company that seems to be firing on all cylinders, if we're going to make a kart reference here.
It is. Well. And they have linked up with another company that is also firing on all cylinders, Universal, doing some amazing stuff in the parks. We know that they're moving around sound stages right now in Hollywood in order to maybe expand the existing footprint of Super Nintendo World. We also know that we're getting the deluxe super version of Super Nintendo World with maybe a Luigi's Mansion down the road at Epic Universe. So there's Zelda, let's say. There's a lot of great things in the works right now coming from this beautiful relationship of Nintendo and Universal. So right. Great things for Mario fans and beyond.
Totally agree. And of course, I also want to point out that one thing that I skipped in Nolan's article, which you should all read, is that they're probably working on a princess film. All the while, they're working on Princess Peach Showtime. That should be coming out in about 2 weeks. And there are members of my family that are very excited about that, and a couple that are definitely not. But that being said, we want to throw it to the audience. Are you excited about what is going on? Are you excited about the Super Mario Brothers movie, Luigi's Mansion HD 2 coming to the Switch, or are you like me and you wanted to pick that thing up on 3DS? But of course, that's not an option for everybody, we know. Of course, like this video if this has been helpful to you in any way, or if you want to help us out. And of course, consider subscribing to That Park Place for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.